Hi everyone, and welcome to Studio Jake. This is my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture, and today I'm doing another entry into my comics, cartoons, and coffee. Sometimes it's cola, but this is where I dive deep into different comic book series, animated type stuff, all while enjoying a delicious brew. Delicious. And a little hot. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about the BRZRKR series from Keanu Reeves and Matt Kite. It was published, of course, by Boom Studios with Ron Garney handling the illustrations and Bill Crabtree doing the coloring. I was hooked from the very beginning. Now, the origins of it were kind of humble. Keanu Reeves and Matt Kite, they decided to develop this story into a comic book, and they went to Boom Studios, who decided to do the funding through an crowdfunding campaign, which ended up being a huge success. Now, full disclosure, I did not participate in the crowdfunding campaign. I decided to wait and see when it came out. I wanted to see if the campaign was successful and if they would actually deliver. And boy, did they ever. I have reviews on all of the issues on my website, StudioJakeMedia.com, from 1 to 12. That's the amount of issues that are in this series. I've got reviews on all of them. Definitely head over there and check it out. And in fact, I have a variant cover of number 12. So this is actually what the cover of number 12 looks like. This is the main cover. There are several variants of it, but this is the main cover. It's just got a glossy tone to it. And this is such a great cover for the ending. You've got all the main characters. You've got the Berserker, Diana, who's kind of his, Diane, who's his girlfriend. You've got Caldwell, who is sort of the antagonist, the creepy scientist involved in all of this. And you've got the main military guy who has worked with Berserker in the past. It's a fantastic series. Now, one of the things that I appreciated about it is it dispensed with any sort of politics, any sort of lecturing to the audience. It just decided that its audience knew what it was talking about. They went with what they knew their audience would want from a series like this, and that is full on brutal action. So if you don't know the story, so Anute is I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He is a berserker. Now, at the beginning of the story, he doesn't know his name. You find that out in the comic book series. And I'll try not to give out two spoilers, but I'll go ahead and put a spoiler warning. And basically, he wants to become mortal. He's tired of living this immortal life. He's been around since ancient times, and the scientist, including the woman who becomes his girlfriend, Diane, she is trying to get to know him because they want to tap into his immortal power. Now, he doesn't at first mind this, but then as the plot progresses, he starts to see that they're just taking advantage of him, and they have no interest in helping him with what he wants. They just want to tap into his power, and that leads to all these amazing conflicts. And it is probably one of the best indie comics I've read. Now, I know Boom Studios isn't technically an indie studio, but just the fact that Keanu Reeves, Matt Kite, Ron Garney, Bill Crabtree, all of the principal players involved, it originally started as an indie project before Boom Studios picked it up. And I had a blast reading it. I thought that all 12 issues were amazing. I wish that they had come out monthly, like is pretty standard in the comic book industry, but no, they didn't. Sometimes the next issue would take a couple of months. In fact, this one took about 3 months for it to be produced, but it was worth the wait. By the way, read my review of it; you'll see from there. But I really thought it was a fantastic story. I had a great time reading it. I think that the main big companies who are making comic books now, they seem to be ignoring their fans in favor of social media likes, which of course social media likes doesn't equal cash, but they don't seem to care about that for some reason. But I really appreciated that these comics here were not like that. These were really good, solid stories. A couple of issues had some filler in it that, kind of made the plot lag a little bit, but it was few and far between. Now, just so you know, this is not a kid-friendly comic book. This is whenever people always like, you collect comics are for cats. No, you're just jealous because I enjoy an expression that combines two mediums, being writing and art. You know, and this is not like that. It's got a little bit of foul language. It's got a lot of brutal violence in it, especially the first few episodes where Berserker goes berserk. And I really still enjoyed. I'm a sucker for adrenaline junkie action, and so I really enjoyed that about the series. And some updates on it. They are actually making a movie. This was kind of well known that a movie was in production. Netflix is doing it. The screenwriter behind Project Power is working on the script. We don't know any other casting details other than Keanu Reeves is going to be in it. And also Production IG, who you might recognize as the producers of the hit anime film Ghost in the Shell, they are actually developing a 2-season anime for it. I have a feeling that will also be on Netflix. So my understanding is the movie is going to be based on the comic book series, and the anime is going to act sort of as a sequel to the series, because the series does leave it open for a potential follow-up. I would love that. If the same folks were involved, I would love to see that, because it was very enjoyable and it was perfect to read while enjoying a brew. Anyway, if you read the series, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Comment below. Tell me what you thought about it and whether or not you are excited for the potential film, or I should say the future film, and for the anime. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment and tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to StudioJake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time, right here on Studio Jake.